Yeah. Hate you without a cause. Raise their kids. Parents got hate, and they raise their kids to hate. Oh yeah, they'll raise their kids to hate. But we came in and God is trying to bring us up to love. Even though they hate us, we have to still love them. Now watch what he said in the 15th verse, because I want to get down to the 18th verse. He said, whosoever shall confess that Jesus is the Son of God, God dwelleth in him, and he is of God. And we know and believe the love of God had to us. Then it says, God is what? God is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and what? God in him. That's a communion right there. That's a communion right there. That's having communion with God right there. You dwell in him, and he dwell in you. That's communion. That's a communication right there that you should let nobody come between. I know we take holy matrimonies and get married and say let nobody come between that, but nobody should come between that communion, your love for God. Not even your wife, not even your husband. The Bible tells you that. And not even your own self. Shouldn't come between the love that you have for God. That's why he said, what shall do what? Separate us from what? From the love of God. Shall persecution? Yeah. Shall tribulation? Should that separate us from the love of God? No. Because we know, the Bible tells you that we know that is our only way out of here. That is our hope today. We have a lively hope. We have a lively hope. Watch this. And he said, God is love, and he that dwelleth in God in him. And the 17th verse says, herein is our love made what? There you go again. He said, herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment. Because as he is, so are we in this world. We represent him. Yeah, we are the light. Y'all know the scripture? We are the what of the world? We are the light of the world. He said we don't light a light and put it up under a bushel, but we put it on a candlestick that it might give light to the whole house. And we come that we might give light to this world, to this whole world. He said, and that's the verse I'm going to get to. He said, there is no fear in love, but perfect love does what? It casts out fear. Perfect love will cast out fear. What that means is, you can love a person regardless. You don't have to fear. No matter what they're saying or what they're doing to you, you have perfect love, it'll cast out fear. That don't mean pull it up in New Orleans, you got to go to a convenience store, you have to pull up at any convenience store. No, you got to still be watchful, still got to be prayerful and be mindful of your surrounding, what you're doing. We ain't talking about that kind of fear. But we're talking about the kind of fear to trust somebody with your love. To trust somebody with your love. Everybody ain't willing to give their love like that. You know God trusted us with his love? God, he said he so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. That means he trusted us with his love. And that's what he did. And we have to learn how to have that. It say cast out fear. And then it goes on to say, because fear has what? Torment. He that feared is not made perfect in love. We love him because what? He first loved us. Go with me to Galatians, the 6th chapter. No, Galatians 1. No, go 6. Galatians 6. We're going to start at the 7th verse. Galatians 6 and 7. He said, be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap. And like I said, God has X-ray vision. He knows whether or not you have the love, that perfected love, or not. we could put it over on mankind, but God, he said, man look at the outer appearance, but God do what? God looks at what? He could see the heart. He could see our very intent of what we're after. He knows if our love is pure. He knows if our love is being made perfect. He said right there. He said, for he that soweth to his flesh shall also, what? Of the flesh reap corruption. But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap what? Reap life everlasting. And we're here today because we want to sow to what? Sow to the Spirit. We're here because we want to reap life everlasting. The Bible tells us that if we have hope in this life only, we are all men most miserable. But we are after everlasting life. How many of y'all in here know you're going to die? Everybody in here going to die. Everybody. It's appointed to every man to die. Yeah, you know we don't worry about that. You know God will bring you to a place to where we don't have to fear death. We don't have to fear because we know we're going to go there. But what we're doing is we're laying our treasures up where? We're not laying our treasures up on earth. We're here today because we're laying our treasures up where? In heaven. In heaven. Yeah, this is not our home. We already know that. And to be honest with you, I don't want it to be my I don't want this world to be my home. No. I don't want it to be my home. Yeah, I ain't suicidal. But when the day comes to go, I'm ready to get out of here. Yeah, get out of here alive soul. Yeah, the Bible tells us we can leave out of here a live soul. And that is what we're after. That's what he's saying right here. We're after life everlasting. And then that 9th verse, this is another part. He said, let us not be weary in what? Well doing. For in due season you shall do what? You shall reap if it faint not. If it faint not. Yeah, don't give up. We got to stay where? In the press. Yeah, when you get tired, get up and press anyway. When you don't feel good, you got to do what? Get up and press anyway. You got pain in the body. Fall on your knees and press anyway. If you can't make it to church, you can press at home. How many know you can still press at home? Even if you feel so bad you can't get to the household of faith, guess what? God will come to your house. Oh, he'll come to your bedside. How many of you know he know your kitchen at? Yeah, God will come to your kitchen. You go in, he'll come to your kitchen table with you. Y'all don't believe that? God will come right there where you at. Yeah, that's because you are pressing your way. That's why he said you got to press on. Yeah, he's telling us in that verse, he said, let us not be weary and well doing, for in due season we shall do what? We shall reap if we faint not. If we faint not. We got to stay in this press. No matter what come our way, we're going to do what? We're going to press on. And we got to press. Why? Because this is a what kind of way? This is a pressing way. Yeah, this is a suffering way. Yeah, over in that 5th chapter of Exodus, the 5th chapter of Exodus, it wasn't Moses and Aaron, but the children of Israel went to Pharaoh and said, your servants is beating us with whips, telling us to make brick, and we don't have no straw. We don't have no straw. But God told Moses, go and tell them that I'm going to deliver them. I'm getting ready to bring them out of that. But God had to bring them through something. Come on, Sister Deborah.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about the love of God being perfected in us. I want to know what it looked like for me, can't speak for anybody else.
Yeah.
Because I'll give you this example. Renee is my baby.
Yeah.
If somebody would walk up to her and punch her,
Uh-huh.
I don't think the love of God in me would be perfected because my natural response would be to retaliate.
Yeah.
So who among us don't feel that we need to or we want to retaliate when something like that happens?
Yeah. Brother Roland?
Well, sis, what's happening there is that there is no death to your flesh. See, if we all have emotions and feelings, and that is part of the corner.